Hello, hello, and welcome, my Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon to full moon next in November 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But my friends call me Mal, and you are certainly more than welcome to my subscribers. Again, thank you guys. My numbers keep adding up, and I'm really appreciative of it. Though there is no extended reads for the What Do I Need reads, the lunar astrology waxing and waning reads, certainly appreciating it a lot. Shooting for that 30K so that I can do the membership thing. Just finished the romantic reads earlier today. Pisces, it's done. It's processing right now. It'll be up tonight. It's going to take hours for that to upload today, but so what? It's done. So I've already started with you diving into this new series. So thank you so much. If you're new to my channel and you like this read, if it clicks for you, just please hit the thumbs up, right? It just helps other people see it, right? And if you like the read, please subscribe. We've got a lovely community forming here, as well as in our Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, private Facebook group. Anyway, as this read goes, we are looking at a What Do I Need read, right? So it's asking the divine through 6 different decks. This is what I call a 6-card draw, 1 card from 6 different systems, 2 healing systems, 2 tarot systems, 2 oracles, which is pretty standard for these kind of reads. Sometimes they'll throw in an archetype deck or something, but this time it seems pretty straightforward. We're looking at the new moon and Sunday in November on Sunday, November 15th. That's at 12:07 a.m. So we're going to be live streaming the night before on Saturday the 14th. If you'd like to join us here on the channel, we will be doing that. But then we are going waxing moon to the full moon in Gemini on Monday, November 30th, which is also an eclipse at 4:30 a.m. So I forget exactly what are we doing, and I think we are doing it, yes, the night before. We're going to be doing something on the 29th, this Sunday, probably 7, 8, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyway. So all you need to do for this read is focus on your breath. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These are clues, tips, and hints. And certainly I appreciate your comments. If you kind of get, oh my God, that one makes sense to me. This is this and this is that. I mean, to the extent you can, greatly appreciated. In other words, it's what you need to wax, to grow, to strengthen from this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini. So let's get down to it. Focus on the breath, stay in the present moment, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs, because these are kind of like spiritual counseling in 6 cards, right? It just kind of gives you an idea of what you need, maybe not what you want to know, but what you need to know about. And I have this blue jay just right outside. I can see my front door. He's been just with me for the past couple of days, and he's poking in. So we're going to take that as a good sign of right use of power. Please breathe. As I call upon the angels, I'm going to start with an oracle here. The angels of the power of fire for the sign of Aries. My Michaelites, please, can we have 1 card in clarity? All the decks that I read are in the description box below. The angels always make sure I do that. Please, 1 card in clarity for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign from this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini. What is the angel? Oh, if it was one I might have considered. There you are. What is the angel that they most need to call upon? The healing angel by title, not by name, unless it's the Archangel Michael card. What is the angel they most need to call upon? This new moon to full moon next in November 2020. Meditation. There we go. Now I will say off the bat. That means probably as many things as there are people who could even contemplate. In fact, contemplation is a form of meditation. It's more mental. It's more upper chakras, and certainly there's the more visualization aspect that people consider meditation, hypnosis to an extent, right? Listening to binaural beats, this or that, you get what I'm saying? It's very Western, where the Eastern is really more stilling the mind, or at least being the silent witness and watching the mind, you know, Zen and Buddhism and the Hindu chants and mantras. So it's a huge variety here, but it's definitely saying to call upon the healing angel of meditation, right? So what would that angel do? What would its function be? It would be to help you meditate. It would help to guide you through to overlight what you are doing while you are in meditation, because really you can't meditate incorrectly. The desire to do it alone begins moving things, but it is a practice, not a perfect, right? Though I'm hearing for some of you, this is about a deeper contemplation, right? Like taking a new piece of inspiration and instead of immediately acting on it, running it through your energy system. What does my third eye get about this? My throat, my heart, my lower chakras, all of that. So contemplation is not just thinking. It's running the energy through, your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, all that. Okay, so we're off with a certain tone set for sure. So we're going to ask the goddesses what you need to be aware of inside of yourself, right? The divine feminine, more the yin than the yang. Please breathe. I love doing these readings. Please, my goddesses of fire and the signs of Aries. I need one sign in clarity, sorry, one card in clarity for this Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, this new moon in Scorpio. 2 full moon next in Gemini. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves in their own interior world? Perhaps heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Well, the Hermit. So it is a great time to turn within, to go further in and higher up. If you've read the Narnia series, it's in that last book. Always stuck with me. Had to read it in high school. It was very transformative. I'm a mystic. I find truth where I find it, or it finds me. So it's that. It is that. Or going inside and getting more in touch, and it does kind of make sense with the angel of meditation, right? See, simple, just like it is, like spiritual guidance, spiritual counseling, just little road signs. So that would obviously be one tarot. Here is our second tarot system of the 2, the mythic tarot. That's Daughters of the Moon, if I did not say so. It's all down in the bottom anyway. So let's ask the gods, the divine yang, the divine masculine aspect of what you need to be aware of. One would think outside of yourself, or sometimes it is about how you express your own feminine energy to the outside world, right? From feminine to masculine. Breathe. Oh my gods, I feel that. Please, my gods of fire, my gods of Aries, that creativity, I'm feeling you big here. You're feeling like Aries and Hephaestus here. Please, one card in clarity for this Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Scorpio to that full moon next in Gemini, November 2020. Please, what do they need to be aware of outside of themselves? We've got meditation. We've got the Hermit card, the wise one on the inner, and we've got the 3 of Cups on the outer. All right, well, so then this is definitely about something that feels good, or at least has the potential to, right? A 3, a solid foundation of emotion, an emotional bond, an emotional connection. People will call this a wedding card, and in this deck, it literally is a wedding. Well, symbolically, it's Eros and Psyche, their marriage, but she has not seen his face yet, because he's a god. They have an agreement, and 5 of Cups, they get there. But at this point, it's like you don't really know each other yet, right? Like if this is a romantic thing, you don't know each other yet. But there is an emotional bond, right? You may not see every aspect of ourselves. So hence sort of that honeymoon period, if that's going on, or at least that's what you're contemplating, right? This is a waxing moon we're talking about. So with a waxing moon, I'm just going to shift these over here a bit clearer in my trajectory. Yeah, like I can see you really meditating and contemplating with this 3 of Cups. It's like, it even can feel like, well, is this going to happen or not? Do I really want this or not? What is the truth of this situation if this is occluded? And that feels like for a lot of people on this, that doesn't feel like a, like a 15%. That feels like more like a 75, right? So what, because why else would make you want to contemplate it? So whether you are in this, you want this, or it's offered and you might not want it. You know what I mean? So that's, again, a general read. What are you going to do? It's a general read. What we're going to do is we're going to keep going. We're going to ask the Ascended Masters in our next 2, which are our healing systems. We're going to use half of the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, the Suits of Luck healing and grace to see what it is that you need to be aware of. The piece of luck you might not be aware of. Sometimes we're lucky and we don't know it, right? We should be so lucky, 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 lucky. We should be so lucky in love. Sorry, I'm back. What is the piece of healing, right, that is offered that you need to sort of embrace and work for yourself? Really good for a waxing moon. And what is the piece of grace that is permeating every atom and every molecule that you need to allow in and be aware of? Got it? Let's find out. Interesting. Breathe. And I'll pop up a picture at the end. You know I will. Take it anyway for the thumbnails. Might as well. Okay, my Ascended Masters, please, yes, we got the whole gallery. We got all of them here because it's such a general read for a timeline. Please, my Ascended Masters, I need one card in clarity for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign from this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini. What is it they need to be aware of from the higher realms, from the Ascended Masters' point of view? The piece of luck, the piece of healing, the piece of grace, considering that one, yes, considering I'll take that one. We've got meditation, we've got the Hermit, we said perfect match there, and then that Three of Cups. On the outside somewhere, somehow, we've got the grace of beauty, the suit of grace and beauty. Now think of that, how things work out beautifully, how there's a certain perhaps symbolic poetry about how this unfolds, and it is a grace. Grace is a divine substance. It's not defying gravity, defy gravity. It's one of the other ones. Wicked, the other is Carolyn Mace. I mean, Carolyn Mace, and her work, Entering the Castle, her work on Teresa of Avila, very worth looking into about how to what would it feel like to experience palpably, maybe even beyond words, to give it the grace of beauty. I don't know, that Three of Cups there, I'm going to say there's something going on. Something going on here. I kind of feel like this is a soul deal, right? Grace is on the table here, and the grace of beauty, like a flower unfolding in sunlight, right? Like just something like, oh. But it's okay. You know, you're doing the internal work, hopefully, as the Hermit, right? Going within, connecting. I mean, it's a major arcana card. It's not just a day, right? It's a period of time. It's a stage you walk through. Very, very cool. All right. We're gonna stick with the Ascended Masters. I was debating whether or not to switch these last two, but we're gonna do the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn to get you that healing mantra. Of course, I'll read it from the book. If you're new, I read it from the book, but I'm very familiar with these mantra cards. I use them all the time. This would be our second healing system, the other being the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. And then we will finish with the Whispers of Love Oracle, the voices of the higher selves, fifth dimensional and above. Pop up the picture, look at it all, and then we will move on. And then I'll give you the blessing and we're done, right? Nice deep breath. I know, my Aries, you always get like the experimental first one being the first sign of the zodiac, but it's kind of the most fun. It's a bit more cliff jumpy. My Ascended Masters, please, what is the perfect healing mantra? Thank you for this Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This full moon in, new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini. My Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, because we've got meditation. The angels of meditation, they need to call upon them. Inside, we've got the Hermit, need to go within and higher up. On the outside, in the Yang, the Divine Masculine, Three of Cups, need to be aware and to tune into this. There is probably intuitive material in here to go within and discover and uncover and embrace as well. And my Ascended Masters, you said the grace of beauty that they need to allow in, they need to be aware, is permeating everything here. So what is the perfect mantra to help them in that end with what they need this new moon to full moon next November 2020? Transcending tragedy. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Now, I will read this one from the book, but certainly I know this mantra really well. 2020. It's come up for me a number of times because we've all been through tragic experiences, literally or symbolically. You know, what is tragedy? Tragedy is the opposite of comedy, and life is usually a balance of both, but it's also about how you want to play the game, right? From the soul's perspective, everything that we experience in this life, you cannot have gain without loss or loss without gain. Hence, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received, right? So whatever loss has happened, and maybe that's something that you went through in the waning moon, right? And now you're sort of on the other side of that. It's really not a bad interpretation, that you take whatever tragedy you've been through and work this mantra. Now, how you work a mantra is completely your own art and science. You do that but it's all about you, Aries. So, you know, you got that going for you. You're an Aries. You guys are good at this. This is for your personal benefit. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be revealed. Let me read what Matt Kahn wrote about that in this handy-dandy little booklet. When tragedy is transformed, you see that endings foreshadow the inevitable arrival of exciting new beginnings. Now, it may not feel that way, but when it's being transformed, right, that becomes in your awareness more and more and more. It may not feel good to lose the things that once defined you, but it is life's way of expanding your identity to invite more passion, joy, and synchronicity into your reality, right? Yeah, so, you know, like when I used to work at the Silver Broom, I was very identified with that. I was the secretary on the board of directors. I was the main teacher there. I did the events. I did the PR, right? And when all that went away, like overnight, snap of the fingers, it was a horrible loss. But look what I'm doing now. I don't have to leave my house. I'm taking clients from all over the world, right? People don't have to drive to Sayville to book me. Just saying. So as you transform tragedy, any degree of loss merely sets the stage for the arrival of greater gains. This mantra is ideal for overcoming personal struggles, mourning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, the death of a loved one, and releasing regret, right? And regret is something that the ego does, where the soul respects, like the pain that you're going through, the choices that you made, and that's an ongoing process here. So it really does change the tone of this, right? The angel of meditation. I'm not going to pop up a picture. I'll just hold them up like I usually do. I'll use it for the thumbnail though. We're really looking at here at the angel of meditation. You need to call on that to really help you go within, deeper in and higher up, about perhaps a tragedy, a loss involving I wouldn't say a long-term relationship here, but I would say at least a friendship, a bond, something, or perhaps as a result of your transforming this, you're making room for this to come in. Like I don't, even now holding it in my hand, I don't get a bad feeling about it, right? Like, oh, that it's just gonna like rip you apart. More that perhaps that pain is past and you need to transform it because you might still be carrying it with you because there is something beautiful going on. Yeah, so even as painful as that transforming tragedy may be, as you feel the grief, right, as you release, as you let go, and maybe again, you have done that with the waning moon already, although we are in Samhain, right? We are in the darkest part of the year before Yule, winter solstice. So this is a time for embracing shadow anyway, to go within and to rest and to heal and all of that. Transforming tragedy. Let's get your last card down, and this is the voices of the higher selves. Fifth dimensional and above. So if you're in fifth dimensional unity consciousness already, this will be like the sixth and above. You take that as it comes. A lot of the people who watch my stuff are doing that, or seeing things from the soul's perspective more and more and more. So please take a nice deep breath and let's ask the higher selves of all involved what y'all need. Breathe. Yes, the higher selves of all involved. Wow. Please, one card in clarity for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What do they need from this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini? November 2020. I just saw that so clearly about one person in particular that I don't know who's ever going to watch this, but oh, that do make sense. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. What is a piece of information, inspiration, or insight that they need this new moon to full moon next November 2020? The heart of the matter. I call it the Don Henley card. It's time to get down to the heart of the matter. Because your will gets weak and your forces may scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love each other anymore, right? That could definitely be the song for this. The heart of the matter, there's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about, right? So that's what you need to do. Do it a little, maybe not so much scoping and probing. What is the Page of Swords activity, right? But really more of this internal thing to get to the heart of the matter within yourself. I know for a fire sign, maybe you're an Aries sun, it might be tricky, but if you have a water moon, something a bit more reflective in that way, it's something that I recommend you do, particularly if you've experienced tragedy. And honestly, just to be around those who have, if you have the empathic thing going on, to help transform tragedy for people, not by saying, hey, it's all going to be okay, although that's true too, but you know what I mean? But by really being honest and say, I'm so sorry, the heart of the matter is we are all suffering here and I feel for you, It doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're going to do this more within yourself, but so be it. So let me put it all together for you, right? So let me just start at the beginning, right? So you got the angel of meditation telling you to go within, and again, could not be more perfectly aligned than with the hermit, the wise one. Not just riding on the ground on a horse above Stonehenge. Well, we think it's Stonehenge. She doesn't necessarily say for sure in the book. And, about in the outside world, some kind of Three of Cups, stable foundation, emotional bond. Does feel a little bit more on the yummy romantic side, but maybe that's the challenge here. Because why? Here, we'll skip around. Because you may very well be transforming tragedy. That loss is your reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. My sense is this is something that's forming, right? That it's the gift to be received. So, of course, you got to get to the heart of the matter here. There's something going on you do not see. It might well be within yourself. I think, like, if your hesitation, your reservation may be just unprocessed pain and grief, and we all have that. Who learns how to process grief, right? You learn as you go. And remember, the Ascended Masters are saying there's something beautiful here. There's something really beautiful, and I'm really feeling in this Three of Cups here for you, whatever that may be. But look, in between the two, you got to get to the heart of the matter. And that the heart of the matter may well be something very, very beautiful. So may the Aries collective sun, moon, rising Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon in Scorpio to full moon next in Gemini, that they may heal, that they may grow, that they may see the grace of beauty and embrace it with the heart of the matter as they transform tragedy through with the angel of meditation, as they take some hermit time to really prepare and heal and wax and cast for new moon and all of that, that this work out for the well-being of all under grace and in perfect ways. So motivate. And so it is. Thank you for watching. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment. What does this mean to you? It's just helpful. Otherwise I'm talking to my cell phone on a tripod. The feedback is helpful. And I love you.